back to an episode of the Trip Trap Talkshow. As always, we got me, Sean, you got Catchy, and we got Tech. And this week, our guest is my good friend.
In this episode, we interviewed Nigerian-born DC artist Mannywellz. He calls himself a music architect because he really puts it together. We talk about his musical process. We talk about moving from Nigeria to here, and also where Okechi's family is also from.
What's up?
And his influence there now and his family. We also got to his relationship with God, which is important, and you'll notice in his music. He's also a great entrepreneur. We learned that even though he's making mostly hip-hop stuff, he's going into country, and we talk about that for a bit. He also has advice for creatives, so anyone, who makes things. And we got into some crazy fan experiences that he's had already. I'm sure he'll have many more. But yeah, it was a great interview overall. Enjoy.
Maybe you've been looking in the wrong place. 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 Looking in the wrong place. Maybe you've been in the wrong place. Looking in the wrong place. Maybe you've been looking in the wrong place. Looking in the wrong place. In the wrong place. Looking in the wrong place. In the wrong place. Oh, we are. In the wrong place. Maybe you've been in the wrong place.
Welcome back to another episode of the Trip Trap Talk Show. If you are trying to listen to something else, then you're in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You should know by now.
But this week we have a very special guest, Mannywellz. Mannywellz is a DMV artist. I wouldn't call him just a rapper because he's definitely much more than that. You want to tell us how you got into music, Manny?
Man, thank you guys for having me, first off. How did I get into music? I was born into music. So my dad's a musician, my grandfather's a musician. So it was kind of passed down from generations. And I was exposed to the stage really early. At freaking 6, I joined a choir.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's just always been a part of me. Yeah.
So you're Nigerian, right? So was your dad and grandfather, were they prominent musicians over in Nigeria?
My grandfather slightly, but my dad is.
Really?
My dad
still is?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, he's getting a bit older, so he's been chilling out, but he wrote a record in Nigeria that sold over 1 million copies.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
wow.
Crazy. But funny story, they got screwed over by the person who marketed the project. So he wrote it for a church, and they didn't get any money from that. Because, they didn't know anything about the industry back then, so.
Oh, my God.
What was his artist name, just for anyone who's listening?
Jacob Ajamale. So,
tell my mom that.
Yeah.
Hit him up on Spotify.
He wrote a very famous Yoruba gospel song in Nigeria. So, still a powerful song to today.
Do you have any following in Nigeria?
Yeah, we have quite a few. It's actually a lot, not even a few. So hopefully we get to do a homecoming show end of the year. Yeah, man, we have some collabs coming out with two big Nigerian artists actually. One is like a crossover artist, and the other is like more so he's big in Africa and also like in the UK. So it's gonna be fun.
Yo, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you still have friends from back there?
Or
when did you move?
I moved when I was 9, bro.
Oh my
like
God.
2003. So I
Have you
only
been
keep in
back?
touch with family. No, I haven't been back. So hopefully we get to go back and make a bang.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
like? I know like you were really young, but did you like notice like any huge differences moving from the United States?
When I came,
Yeah.
the kids, or my friends or whatever you want to call it, they were a bit more outspoken than the kids in Nigeria, just a tad bit, like, and they were a bit more exposed to like certain things. So that's the only major difference that I spotted at that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like an easy transition for you?
For me, it kind of was, cause like we were Nigerian, but we were like I want to say like semi-upper middle class, and we were exposed to like American culture. So from like movies to music to freaking talking to my dad all the time, cause he was here while we were in Nigeria.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
He moved up here when we were really young. I was like 3. And my sister was like 9 months, so he moved out here. And then he was out here for a while, and then we came up here to meet up with him, and then we got older, and then he went back.
Oh, is he still back there?
Yeah, he's in Nigeria right now.
Okay.
Yeah, chilling.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Hanging out, making the music.
I guess so.
People dance.
So the entertainment culture really helped you assimilate better in terms of just like coming over here so young.
Yeah, I mean, semi. Like I was also always into music, so like I was curious about almost everything in the entertainment industry. So from like acting to actors to like cartoons, freaking. I used to watch Dexter and Power Rangers in Nigeria.
Throwback.
Yeah, so like I was watching the same thing everyone was watching here. Yeah.
Have you seen that like Dexter's Lab like rap remix?
Oh my God, no.
I don't
Yo, we
I don't
gotta
know
take
this
a note of that.
It wasn't like a remix, but like someone like took the Dexter's Lab beat and like made it into like a more rappy beat and like
No,
rap
sir.
over it.
Taking that note right now.
Yeah, would you ever do stuff like that with like kid shows that you grew up
Yeah, I would do it too. Yo, it's so crazy. I just had yeah, man. Definitely Dragon Ball Z.
with? Ooh.
And freaking crap, I just lost the other show. Samurai Jack. I don't know if you guys
Yo, that show was
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Samurai Jack. Remix.
Those are my shows. So I want to do like some type of project around, I'm not even gonna say, I'll say it off air, but around one of those 2 shows. Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, no one steals ideas.
Yeah, because I know somebody gonna steal it.
What do you think about like the relationship between like hip hop and like cartoons? Because like it's huge.
It's freaking huge.
It's
I love it, man. Like I didn't realize how much hip hop was like instilled in us at a really young age. So like not until like I got older and I was like, dang, like they were playing beats like this on cartoons, like especially freaking dang. I can't remember the name of the show. I have the whole like CD collection at home too, but
Was it, like musically based.
not necessarily not musically based, but it was a lot of like action and swords and like crap, Jake. I can't remember the freaking name of this shit.
There's a lot of cartoons with action and swords though. So like
It's like really anime.
yeah, Gundam.
Along the lines of like Naruto and like but before like Naruto, you know.
Oh, like some stuff on like
I
Toonami?
was not dang. I swear I'm gonna like
gonna
text
come
you
to it at
guys
the end
and
of the
be
show.
like, this is it
This
when
is
I get
it.
home. I know where the CD is too. Yeah.
So who were some of your like favorite musicians growing up
Oh.
that you looked up to?
Sunny Ade. Probably one of the biggest African artists. Period. He was supposed to perform at Coachella last year.
Oh.
Yeah, on like the main stage. So
Oh my
like,
God.
he's an older cat, like 70 something. But I mean, my dad influenced me as far as like stage presence. Asha, who's my favorite artist, ASA, she's also Nigerian, and then Lauryn Hill. Growing up, recently like Kendrick Lamar's and like you know.
You did a remix to his All Right song.
Yeah, All Right, Jane. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like I love Kendrick. Also James Brown. Like I've been studying James Brown recently, and like I didn't realize how similar we were in a lot of ways. So like
how so? Like your stage presence or
stage presence and his involvement or his input on the business side. So like I'm kind of like super hands-on both ends as far as like creating the music and like maybe the marketing or the business. So where's this money coming from? Is there money? You know, like
it's smart though.
Sure
yeah. Even if it's $1.
I've seen like straight out Compton. They all got screwed.
Yeah. Oh,
by
I'm
their
not getting
manager.
screwed.
That's
There's
good.
like I go like I think I go into like certain label meetings and I run the meetings and like management doesn't even talk. They just like smile.
That's cool, man.
In like a cool way because they know they're like, all right, man, he can kind of like do his thing, and but nobody's screwing me over. And I have freaking smart partners, so and lawyers. So
Has there ever been a case where you've like been almost screwed over, or it just like never comes to that?
nah,
Okay, good.
nah. But nah, we ain't never. Nah. I ain't. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, labels watch out.
Oh yeah, they better watch out. Labels are cool though.
My
They're cool.
dude's here.
How'd you link up with House Studio?
I applied for an artist grant years ago. Sidney Franklin just responded.
Hey, that's the one I was on. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know my boy Malachi?
Yeah. How did I? Oh yeah, I applied for the artist grant, and yeah, I was one of the winners for the artist grant. So it's a program that they had for artists in the area. So you get to apply, and then if you're chosen, you get free studio time. You get distribution. They put your project or whatever you work on like iTunes, Spotify, all that cool stuff. You get a photo shoot. Like it's like working on an actual project, and it's freaking worth a lot, but you get it for free. And that was like their way of giving back. So we did that. I was one of the artists. I was one of the winners, and then after that we just kept in touch, and we became like cool. Like Jake is from House Studios. I stayed in touch with the person who founded House Studios, Yudu, who's like a partner now, and like we became fam from there. We're like, yo, like let's get serious. Let's partner up. I'm like, hell yeah, like you guys are fam. So yeah.
That's dope.
Thank you, man.
Where'd you get like your business prowess from? Or like, did you like learn? Do you have any teachers? Any like?
I read a lot, and then I asked a lot of questions, especially from like Google and Yudu.
Damn.
Yeah. So Yudu is like the partner now. So Google, Yudu, freaking YouTube, and just reading and study, like a lot of studying. Yeah. And I'm still learning. Like I'm not no business guru, but I'm decent.
Decent.
Yeah.
Is there like certain things that you look for like when you're talking to like certain people when you're marketing your music like in a meeting?
I was just talking to Jake about this too. I keep saying Jake. Jake is a dope engineer, producer, and he's been helping me with a lot of. He's on the house team, been helping me with like a lot of day-to-day things. So shout out to Jake, keeping me organized and stuff. But yeah, man, it's just a feeling. Like it's just the way I feel with you, and I'm semi like prayerful and like spiritual. Like I'm a Christian, so if I don't feel something, then I just we're not gonna do anything. But if I'm drawn to you, it's like, all right, yeah, we might be able to work. So
yeah, I mean, like if you're not fully invested, I mean, like it's your creation,
yeah,
it's your art, you know.
Yeah.
If you're not fully invested, why go for it?
Exactly, yeah, you got it.
So, do you make most of your own beats, or do you work with Jake? Or
I make all my beats, and Jake makes me sound cute. Jake is probably the dopest engineer coming out of this area. So I do a lot of brainstorming by myself, and then I bring it to Jake, and then we tweak a lot together, and then I just leave, and then he mixes it. Like I got to a point where like I'm like, yeah, Jake got it, and I just fall asleep in a mixing session, or like just go home, and I get home, and then there's like a new mix in my freaking email, and I'm like, yes, Jake.
Yeah, it's nice.
So it's lit. But yeah, I do like all my production. As far as release content, I produce maybe 90% of the stuff, because for the artist grant, I was only allowed to bring in 2 beats, and the reason for that was because they wanted to I guess push artists to collaborate, because there's a lot of like power and magic that can happen from a collaboration, which was dope, and I really appreciated that. So yeah. But I also collaborate with doper musicians. So like I do most of the production, but like if there's a piano player, like my MD, my musical director, he plays a lot of instruments. So it's like, oh, he's better than me at this, I'm gonna just let him do it. I know what I want to hear. I might not be able to do it, so just do it. So that's like my way of collaborating on the production level.
Do you ever want to get to the spot where like Kendrick is at? Like I remember watching some video where like he basically like works the musicians into like his vision.
That's what I do.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're already on that Kendrick.
Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
Kendrick
Like I'm too like. Yeah, that's me all the way. It's like, yo, try this, do this, don't do this. Or I just do it myself. That's the beautiful thing about being able to like produce. You don't have to wait for anyone to do something for you. Yeah.
So is that what you mean by like music architect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Are there any collabs that you've done already that like really stick out to you?
That really stick out. Just
not to throw the other people under the bus or anything.
Shoot, a lot of the collabs we're doing now is unreleased, so I don't know if we can mention it, but I've been given a few cool opportunities to work on like pretty dope, famous artists. I just can't say anything right now.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like awestruck by like meeting these people that
No. Never. There's only one person or 2 now. Beyonce and freaking Asha, my favorite artist. Like I saw Beyonce at Coachella and I screamed like a girl. When she first worked out, I was like, ah! Damn, I can't believe it. She was like right there. Legit right there.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
Do you think she noticed you?
No. It's okay though. No, she probably didn't notice me. If she did, shoot, that's tight.
She will one day.
Yeah, she will one day for sure. Yeah.
That's the dream.
That is the goal. If Beyonce touches me, I'm good. I'm gonna be famous for life.
So starting out, like, how was that? Like, could you give any words of advice for anyone just starting out, like looking for opportunities, stuff like that?
Yeah. Create genuine relationships. And just learn. Just ask the dumbest questions and just create genuine relationships, because like the industry is filled with a lot of, you've probably heard about this, a lot of like fakeness and all that stuff. But when you find people that actually rock with you, even if you guys aren't necessarily partners or working, just can't try to like keep them around and just build with them and just work on your craft, man. Don't loaf, don't be a talker. Just practice and get ish done, Yeah.
I like it.
True words.
All right.
So,
we're gonna play the song Yayo.
hey, Liddy.
So, see you in a couple minutes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Ooh la la, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Maybe if we had the money, we'll be free. Maybe it'll break the shackles off my feet. Tipo balo, Atalafia, yeah. Timo balala, Arami abale. Timo balowo, yeah, yeah. Atalafia, Timo balala, Arami abale. We just wanna be free. Yeah, oh, yeah. We just wanna live life. Yeah, oh, yeah. We just need love. Yeah, oh, yeah. We don't know where to find it. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. We don't know. We don't know. Plenty people buy on entrepreneurial. Every day I pray and beg for mercy. Plenty people, yeah, buy on entrepreneurial. Every day I pray and beg for grace. So Timo balowo, Atalapia, Timo balala, Arami abale, Timo balowo, yeah, yeah. Atalapia, Timo balala, Arami abale. We just wanna be free. Yeah, oh, yeah. We just wanna live life. Yeah, oh, yeah. We just need love. Yeah, oh, yeah. We don't know where to find it. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. We don't know. We got questions. We don't know. We need answers. Where do we find love? They say that God is love. So how do we find God? Where do we find? How do we find? Mobile, Atalapia. Arami abale, Timo balowo, yeah, yeah. Atalapia, Timo balala, Arami abale. We just wanna be free. Yeah, oh, yeah. We just wanna live life. Yeah, oh, yeah. We just need love. Yeah, oh, yeah. We don't know where to find it. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
That was Yo by Mannywellz,
E.
who happens to be the guy we're interviewing. What a coincidence.
Whoa.
Right.
Crazy.
Liddy. Yo.
So you just recently performed at South by Southwest, right?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It was dope. We were there for like a week. Mad fun. Met a lot of people. A lot of beautiful women.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
How was the audience there?
How was the audience? They were good. We performed at the WeDC stage for like, it had to do with like gaming and stuff, but it was dope.
Wait, gaming?
Yeah.
Like gaming music or like?
Man, I just performed, man. But yeah, yeah, that's all I know.
True. Sydney was there with you as well.
Yeah, Sydney was there.
Oh.
She performed. She also did a WeDC showcase, like a night or two before mine. Yeah.
Is there any artists there that you really started to want to follow? Not emulate, but like started to say like, some of this girls are like, that's kind of cool. Let me not try some of that, but like feel that. No. No one.
I wouldn't say that.
Like
But
anyone that you admired.
Oh, I met Smino.
Oh, dope.
Smino's dope. I met dang. I was at the Fader 4th. I met Zane Lowe.
Like from One Direction?
No, Zane
Zane,
Lowe,
the radio station guy?
the radio guy. He's not an artist, but I I kicked it with Rico Nasty.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, because we were all like, it was like Fatal Fourth and like some backstage VIP stuff, like some industry crap. It was cool though. Like you get to meet a lot of people, but then you know, everyone in there is usually funny. Yeah.
True.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Amazing, right?
How was like meeting like all those personalities at one?
It was good. They funny enough, there was I got a lot of I feel like I know you. South by this year was very interesting because this was my first time going as a semi-known individual. So I remember I was walking to like the Pandora stage and this dude yells out, "Yo, Mannywellz!" I'm like, "What's good?" And then I didn't even know who he was. So you know, and I got like a lot of stares and looks. So it was cool. So yeah, hard work is starting to pay off. Yeah.
True.
So do you have any good like fan experiences yet? And like, how was it like getting like your first fans?
Do I?
Or any bad experiences?
Yeah.
I have a funny experience on tour with Jadena. This lady ate a Mannywellz sticker.
What?
Yeah. It's like the first day we get on the stage, smash it, have a good time. She's like semi-drunk. She's like, "Yo, amazing job, Manny." And Jake was like, "You want a sticker?" She's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh."
So my question: did she peel the sticker off?
No, bro, just see that joint in her mouth.
Those chemicals aren't good for you.
Yeah, and we were just like, that's the first. I'm sorry about this.
Okay.
Yeah, that was chemical. Yeah, it was weird. I was just like, okay. We couldn't laugh right there and then. We laughed like the next day, like, "Yo, did she really eat that sticker?"
Y'all are real nice. I would have laughed.
No, we like giggled, but it was so awkward. You probably couldn't laugh. It's like,
Dude, it's like she goes to the bathroom and then she sees your name in the toilet.
yeah, she's weird and she laughed about it too.
But she knew what she did.
She was drunk, man. She was really drunk.
Oh my god.
That's a fan.
I hope she's still a fan. What's up, lady?
What's up, lady? Hit him up on Instagram. Slide his DMs.
Can I get
Show
another
him.
sticker?
Yeah, she's fiending for more.
She gonna have to pay. She gonna have to pay for it this time. So, yeah.
So on Soulfro, you said that you moved through like a bunch of different genres.
Are
Are there any genres that you want to experiment
Country.
in more? Country, really?
Yeah.
Explain that.
I like what's that yodeling Walmart kid?
Okay. I think you're just like the yodel kid.
I
Does he
like
have a name?
Mason. He is
Yeah.
tight.
Is he really?
Have you heard a song?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has
man.
a song.
My roommate ruined that. He was just
I
like
just
playing
wanna
that
be
over.
famous
Yeah.
for loving you. Yo, it's so tight. Like y'all gotta listen to it. It's tight, and he's blowing up. Mason Ramsey. Yep.
Yo, that
I wanna
video
do a song with
the
him.
video of him at Coachella was crazy. He went on stage at Coachella with someone, I forget.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
the whole crowd was
like
going
a bunch
wild.
of people. Yeah.
I may be
Yes.
misquoting. He's not the kid that was in like an Eagles shirt doing the yellow. Yeah? No? Okay.
Eagles
Different
shirt?
thing.
Probably not.
Different thing.
Probably
Ignore
not. Country, folk music, like Americana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about like turning off your fans with like such a different sound?
No and yes, because people like consistency. But I also believe that I give them consistency as far as like my vocals. So it's still the same
Yeah.
voice,
Mhm.
it's just on different stuff.
I feel like
Production.
that's how you like weed out your true fans then.
True that, yeah. It's another way to
Because
look
they'll
at it.
just like that's just Manny. You know?
And also,
Yeah.
also like spread your fans. I mean, like
Yeah.
True that, yeah.
bunch of
feeling
country
one.
and folk fans.
Sure,
And
I
Wells
like.
fans
I
now.
want some country money.
Oh, true.
Oh,
They
yeah,
got
those
big money.
CMT.
They're in their
CMT
own
awards,
world,
yeah.
bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're like another. That's like another, literally another industry.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of like far away from like the East Coast. Like you don't really hear about country, but like you go anywhere in the Midwest,
Yeah,
it's
all,
like
yeah.
that's all they
Country
listen to.
heavy, yeah.
Do you have any opinions on like pop country, like the drink a beer, sitting in the truck?
Nah, I don't. I respect it. I'm not like. I'm not knowledgeable about like the history of country for me to be like, yo, this doesn't sound like blank in the past, you know, like like, you know, like everyone complains about like mumble rap, and which I don't care, like that stuff is tight, some of it, but yeah, like I respect it, man. Do you just have fun, perform, make money, don't hurt nobody, spread love, good.
I like it.
So like when you go into a project, do you kind of just like try to find a new sound that you haven't found before?
Nah, I never even thought about that. I just go and create.
Nice.
And I usually have an idea of what I want to do, and the more records I write, or the deeper we get into like the songwriting phase or stages, the more I realize like, oh, like this doesn't exist in, you know, outside of the studio that we're recording at. So yeah, but I don't always like look for a sound that's missing. I just try to like do me.
You just start out like go in the studio and just like do what you're thinking.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Hash out a bunch of ideas that I have on my phone and stuff. Yeah.
So your process is mostly just like feeling it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard like anyone try to like bite your style before? Or, like anything
Bite.
like
It's kind of hard, man. It's kind of I
think it's a hard style to bite.
Yeah, you do have a very
is.
unique style.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so.
Appreciate you guys. I don't know about biting, but I've been hearing that I influence a lot of people, so thank God.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So we're doing something right. Yeah.
They're looking at something, so just give them a second.
All Gucci.
Oh, I want to talk about your song Watermelon.
Hey.
So, like I noticed that like in like the first verse you're talking about like your family and all that and your dad being like kind of betrayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the second verse you kind of like relate it to like the Last Supper
Mm-hmm.
and Jesus.
Yeah.
So like I was just kind of wondering like have you always like kind of had like a fascination for Jesus? and his
Heck yeah,
religion?
that's my man's.
Mhm.
100 grand.
Nice. Like what about him?
I don't know. He was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, why would you lay on a cross and die for
Do you think
a
the
human
bus route
being?
should be different?
What? I ain't doing that. Like, why were you so like level-headed? Why were you so chill?
Yeah.
You legit got angry maybe once, and it wasn't even necessarily anger. It was just you were frustrated at the fact that people were taking I guess Christianity for granted and like the house of God for granted. So it's like, how can a human being like this exist?
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's what like fascinated me to Jesus, and then just like I guess spiritual encounters and like kind of reaping certain benefits of being a Christ follower.
Nice. Have you always been spiritual throughout your whole life?
Nah, I wasn't always spiritual. I was just going to church.
Was there a moment that kind of changed?
Yeah, I remember too. I was,
Let's get into it.
man, somebody gonna get saved today. I was, I think it's close to like graduation high school, and then I was chilling in my room, and my boy Abib, funny enough, he graduated from UMD. Shout out to Abib. He calls me, and we just start talking about God and Jesus and like how somebody else just encountered Christ, and it's like, what? I'm trying to get that too. What you talking about? So I freaking got off the phone. And I was like, yo, like, if you're real, what's good? You know what I'm saying? And then the next day I went to a church, and I legit like had an encounter from like, and this wasn't no coincidence. Like, I was hearing stuff because of my prayer the night before, like hearing like spiritual voices and getting certain instructions from God to do certain things and talk to Abib. But I was like, nah, I'm tripping. Like, that's not God. Like, what are you talking about? And then Abib gets on Twitter and he tweets what I was hearing. Yeah, I lie to you not. Like,
Oh my god.
that's not a coincidence. He tweeted it, and I was like, No way. And then I called him. I was like, yo, on everything on my life, God told me to tell you this, but I thought I was crazy, so I didn't tell you this. And he tweeted it, and he was like, whoa, dude, that's crazy.
What
like,
did he tweet?
It was just about, like, you know, like, people being in, like, bondage and, like, slavery, like, both physically, mentally, financially, on, like, different levels. And, like, I was pretty much being told that certain people were just, you know, being freed from that slavery-ness, if that's a word. And I was like, man, I'm crazy, man. Like, this ain't real. So, yeah, that was, like, the first encounter with, I guess, God and Jesus. And then I started taking it a bit more serious, and, like, praying and trying to read my Bible and stuff like that.
Did like in that time of your life, did you like feel like enslaved or like in bondage at that point? Is that why like connected with you so much?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't think so. I was just like, yo, if you're real, what's up?
Yeah, that's true.
So would you say like that time your focus in music increased more like after that, or was it always there?
Yeah. I mean, at that time, I wanted to play soccer. I was playing, not even wanted. I still play for fun, but like my goal was to first off take Nigeria to the World Cup, which obviously didn't happen. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna use soccer to get through college, and it semi happened. I played like JUCO, and then I was just like, I'm done. I'll just play for fun and chase music. So, yeah, but like right after high school, I started like recording more and going to like actual studios.
Was it like also like did you not like college either?
Nah, I didn't like college. So like that's why I was like, I'm just gonna use soccer to get through and pick a random easy major, which was very ignorant because I don't think there's an easy major. Like everything's hard in its own way, you know.
Yeah.
But
especially if it's something you don't want to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's more of a chore.
Yeah.
What major did you pick?
Shoot, man, it was from business, and then I landed on like information systems.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like techie stuff, like IT. So I was like, I'll try this. I didn't want to study music.
Wait, why not?
I don't know. Back then, I was just like, because I was super influenced by like the society and like what parents said. Like, okay, if I need a plan B, I can't. What is a music job? You know, like, am I gonna be a teacher? Or like, you know, I didn't know what to go look for as a music major. Yeah.
How did your mom respond to you, like
Leaving school?
Yeah.
She was cool with it. I mean, she wasn't like totally do it. Like she was like, "Are you sure?" And like I just felt called to do it. I felt like God was like leading me to like just focus on music full time. So she was like, "Hey man, if you feel like, you know, you're being led, just go ahead and do it." So, yeah.
Supportive mom.
She is. My mom's lit.
Yeah. Shout out to Mannywellz' mom.
Hey, Mannywellz.
Mannywellz.
Yeah.
I like that. Would you give advice for other people to follow the same path that you, or are you like unique?
No. Well, I'd say this: if you're a creative, you should rethink your decision to be in college. If you're a creative person, if you want to be a doctor, boy, you better go to school. 'Cause you're not gonna.
You can't.
You're not gonna prescribe no medicine
Just
for
walk
me.
into
Like,
the
hey man,
hospital.
you got a
Doctor
cold? Take some freaking Tylenol. No, it's even wrong. So like, if you're a creative, I'm not saying drop out of school, because like education is important. Like being in school, there's a certain network value. There's a value to like the network that you can create and build, especially if you're smart. Like you guys are gonna graduate and do something dope because you're gonna stick together. Hopefully, like yeah.
TTT.
Oh yeah.
So like that network is very important in like this relationship in here, and that's something I wasn't able to do. So like I always tell people, don't just drop out. Like really think about it.
Yeah.
Like thank God I have like a whole nother network. But if I was able to create other relationships in college and stick it through, like I might I don't know what life holds, but I might be further. I might not be as, I don't know. So just rethink it. Like, think about it. Don't just drop out. I hate school. Just really think about every step you make.
What was it like when you like first dropped out? Like, where were you with your music?
Where was I? 2014. I think I started really thinking about it when I prior to opening up for an artist called Molly Music at Howard. So I was like, yo, like I feel like I can do it. Where was I? Man, we couldn't even afford to pay for the next semester. So I was just at home, jobless, writing songs, making beats, legit, just knocking records out and just working on my craft. And yeah, and we're here today. Yeah.
How long did it take to like really like see like a success from it?
How long? Shoot. You want to say last year, Jake?
What was the question?
How long did it take for us to see success? I don't want to say we're successful, but
Or just like
oh snap, we could do this.
like,
Last year.
Yeah.
So probably like
Last
two
year.
days, like last year, like the summer, right before tour.
Yeah.
Wrong Place really started.
We went Wrong Place when we went to South by and came back and released Wrong Place, and like we saw, first off, we noticed the growth in like Mannywellz and like spiritually, mentally, physically in the craft, and then the reception from the audience was dope. So it's like, oh damn, okay, it's lit. Yeah, but I say last year, like early last year. Yeah.
I noticed you said you noticed the growth in Mannywellz, not yourself. Like, how is that separation of artist from person to you? Like, how do you practice that?
Oh man, I think it's important to practice that because a lot of kids or people just become stuck up and like they think they're like super important. They get a little shine. There are a lot of people who haven't even done anything that we've done and they already feel like they're dope, and I'm like, oh god, you're in trouble.
No.
But I think it's very important to like sometimes separate those two things and be normal. Like you can't be Mannywellz every day. Like I'm going home tonight and I'm gonna be Wale and chill with my brothers and play freaking FIFA. Just chill. Yeah.
You any good?
I'm alright.
Yeah.
You play FIFA?
Of course. This guy beats me usually.
You're nice. What are you on? PS4 or 360?
Xbox. Yeah.
I mean, I said I keep saying 360. That's ancient.
Yeah.
Xbox One.
Yeah.
No, shoot. I'm gonna get your tag. We have Xbox One at the studio, and then I have a PS4 at home. So I'm pretty much fluent with both. Hey man. Yeah.
Speaking of FIFA and soccer, we're gonna play this song called "Hand of God." Shout out to Maradona.
Lit. Hey.
I can feel the hand of God. Ooh, God. Ooh, on me. I can feel the hand of God. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, I can feel the hand of God. The boy still breathing, the nigga still alive. What's the little child's destiny? He's trying to survive. He's always driven by his visions that people don't see. He claims to know the future like the girl from Disney. They're like, chill, chill, chill. While you still on the same wave with that man that you claim you feel. I don't feel him. I live life and do my own thing. Go through the freaking motions and I know I won't sink. This guy right here got niggas asking questions like if God was perfect, there would be no imperfections. And if God was good, there would be no killing for a stack of wood. Nigga, stack of wood. Blood spilling everywhere. I myself get terrified, but I know that he listened to his people when they cry. Cause mama got sick and I thought that she would die. We ain't had no money, but he came through and he provided. He provided. He provided. Came through. Came through. He provided. He provided. He provided. Ooh, I can feel the hand of God. God. Ooh, on me.
So with the hand of God, is that what you were talking about like earlier with that that spiritual moment you had?
Yeah, like more so like a family situation where we needed financial help to, I guess, keep my mom alive because she was sick
Oh my goodness.
at a point.
How's
And,
she doing now?
She's great. She's chilling.
Dude, that's
Awesome.
great to hear.
Yeah. And I don't know. Money just came through. Like, money legit just came through, and she's alive. So I was just like, yo, there's a God.
Nice, man.
And that's why I wrote Hand of God.
I want to ask you, what's going on in the Soulfro cover art?
Ha, nice. On the top right, there are two fishes, which, this is a long story. There are two fishes,
You got time.
and that signifies Christ. I wanted the album art to speak to the things that inspired the project, but then I didn't want to just put a typical Jesus piece or like a cross. So in the Bible, Jesus turned like two fishes and fed like 5,000 people.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like on some magic type ish. But
What's
yeah.
like the overall message? Do you have like an overall message for your project? Your recent one?
Soulfro?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I did touch on a lot of like relationships, and more so like spiritual relationships with like man and God than man and the devil. But yeah, so a lot of the records that you think I'm talking about a girl, it's not really a girl. It's like either God or the devil.
You like to do like a little subversive lyrics. Just
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's
What
good.
about Do Not Disturb? You're talking about a girl there?
Nah, take a guess. That's
The devil?
definitely the devil.
Yeah.
Ah.
If you listen closely, like I said, he.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not gay.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
So,
You have to look
so,
somewhere.
so
Don't even call Star 69.
it's supposed to be 67, but you know.
Oh, I thought it was 69.
To block a call, right? Is it 69 or 67?
I think
I
69.
thought Star 69 is like the C's calling.
No, I have no idea.
No, I think it's to block it.
No one uses telephones anymore. Everyone uses cell phones. So let's
Oh well, it's 69, cool. Cause I damn, keep squeaking.
Everyone has calling.
Yeah, you're good. I remember hearing that song. I was like, yeah, I definitely remember having to fucking. Ooh, I'm not supposed to curse, but
Late.
Bleep.
It's too late so many
Blocking.
times.
blocking some phone numbers. Oh god.
So are you dealing with like the devil a lot? Or...
No.
That's good.
I mean, man, that's a whole nother topic that we
Yeah.
probably shouldn't even get into. But like, temptation is funny. It's like
True.
it's not always the devil tempting us. Sometimes it's God testing us. So, but then we're just so used to blaming the devil for everything, and it's like, nah, it might be God testing
Yeah,
you.
it's true.
You know, and then even Scripture says that God won't test us more than what we can handle. So it's like, dang, we're being tested by God and not necessarily the devil. But the devil does. It's a funny topic, man. Like, yeah, it's a funny topic.
Have there ever been times in your music where you feel you've been tested, or even recently?
In my music,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, as far as like testing my patience and wanting to do certain things, but we have a few things holding us back. So I guess in that sense, whether family issues or like business or legal things going on, but nothing crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so just like in the pursuit of like more growth,
Yeah.
just things getting in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. There's always a new devil on every level.
Ooh, that's a bar.
I don't think that's mine. Yeah,
Probably.
but it's something that stuck to me.
Sounds
And,
cool.
Yeah, it does. I was like, damn, I might say that everywhere I go. But yeah.
What does the power of the art mean to you?
The power of the art. God damn. Oh, I probably can't even say that on here. But,
no,
you can say damn.
Oh, you can say damn. Okay.
I mean, you can technically say anything, but you're not supposed to say it.
They tell us not to curse, but it's on the internet.
There's no one in the other room this time, so yeah.
I'm almost always the one who does it, though. It's pretty bad.
It's you, so.
Power of the art, man. It's when I think art, I think beyond like music, and I think there's art from like paintings to music to videos to photography to anything like creative in a sense. So like the power of the art is the power that lies in any of those fields or departments. So, and then when I think power of the art, it's like, how are you using your power? Because we all have power. Anyone who's a creative, that's an artist, whether you like it or not, you're powerful. Like, you possess some type of power. So how are you using your power? Are you abusing it, or do you not care about your power? Do you even know that you have power? So that's what's in my mind right now. As you said, power of the art. I want to make sure that I'm not abusing my power, and I'm using my power to like help people and make people feel something. Yeah. I
could definitely tell that. Like, I saw you earlier this year. Is that the Union? Is that the
Union Stage?
Union Stage, and like, I mean, you like wanted to connect with the crowd.
Yeah.
Definitely. And,
yeah.
Like, I thought that was really cool.
Thank you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm really big on like feeling something, or making sure the audience feels something when I perform or when they hear a song, especially on stage, because like, one, I love being on stage. I feel really comfortable and at home on stage, and I want to make sure no one's wasting their time watching me jump up and down on stage. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, you did a great job at your performance.
Thank you, man.
You had the people vibing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Ooh la la, yeah. Hey. Bring me that, Goddamn watermelon. Put it on the side. We gon' ride with you as long as you bring me that, Goddamn. Watermelon. And some rice. Put the chicken on the side. We want it all. We gon' ride with you as long as you bring me that. It was like every Sunday we had the riders sitting at the table, food made by mama. Dining with everyone, wasn't my drama. We was all happy, place filled with laughter. I didn't know that everyone would leave. No one said this is how it would be if we lost all. I didn't think that you would act just like Judas when I thought you was shooter. The rest left when they should have been right there. We will ride as long as you bring me that, Goddamn. Watermelon. And some rice. Put the chicken on the side. We want it all. We gon' ride with you as long as you bring me that, Goddamn. Watermelon. And some rice. Put the chicken on the side. We want it all. We gon' ride with you as long as you bring me that. My bros, my niggas, I hope you like it, yeah. I'll be leaving soon, so it's best that you listen clear. Don't be alarmed, but this statement might wake you up. One of y'all gon' turn me in for a pay cut. Eat this and drink that, one of y'all will turn this bad. What's done has been done, and we cannot change the past. Not all who claim to be loyal is. Sometimes you need betrayal to rise again. Bring me that, Goddamn. Watermelon. And some rice. Put the chicken on the side. We want it all. We gon' ride with you as long as you bring me that, Goddamn. Watermelon. watermelon. Add some rice, put the chicken on the side. We want it all, we gon' ride with you. As long as you bring me that.
You guys should listen to the fuck you guys. What? Fuck you.
Say, hey guys, in this episode.
Okay. Hey guys. Alright. Hey guys, in this episode we interviewed Mannywellz and
Just start over.
fuck you guys. Alright.
As I hear that